Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile, Atlas of Worlds, Essence League. Gonna rerun an Oasis map, cause I need to get more maps that I haven't run before, and Oasis is my best lead right now. So let's hope that it will drop something useful that will get me more maps. So, for clarity, I don't post videos of maps I have run before unless I've got a good reason to, and simply rerunning a map just to post a video, that's not what I do. So I'm recording this basically for the odd chance that something interesting is gonna happen, then I will have a video for you. So if you see this, stay tuned. Don't think, hey, I've already seen this map, this is gonna get boring. Something interesting will happen. I can actually guarantee you that, because otherwise this video will never actually make it to YouTube. It's almost like this is free science. Like I can predict the futures. There's more stuff. So, we have more magic monsters with bloodline mods. We have monsters with cold resistance, which I don't care about since I do fire damage. And that's it. So now we will see native monster types of this area. Or it's just going to be a random grab bag of mobs. That's also very likely. Heralds of the Obelisk. I don't like heralds. Here, have done. Stop stalking me. And get burned. Get burned really hard. Okay. Now the usual strategy of sticking to the edges and then going for the kill in the center. It works, so I'm gonna stick with it. It's, at some point it does feel like maps get a bit of a pattern to them. Because of course you are venturing into the unknown, so it's better to have a strategy than to have a no strategy. And we are massacring these beetles pretty darn well.
Repent.
Oh.
You are judged.
No, I don't like you. Go away. Also, there's some purple dudes behind me. And purple dudes here. See that yet? No, okay, let's curse you. Ow. Stop trying to murder me. Ow. Okay, yo, get away. Get away. Ooh, he ran into that one pretty nicely. Oh, he's been possessed by a spirit. That's interesting. Planus, Warlord's Grip possessed. And he does have the decency to drop a map. What a bugger. Ah well, we got a lot of hairs. The hairs are good. Well, could be better, but oh, let's not complain. Let's be happy with what we get. Also, let's not throw the stack on the floor, just to pick it up. Go to the hideout. Zana still refuses to speak with me. She really needs to encounter me out in the wilds, in the middle of a map for a mission, before she will even acknowledge me, which is annoying. No, she's there, but she's really not there. I mean, having at least access to dailies would have been nice. Now you kind of still got the same bind as you had before. Where now if you don't have Zana, you don't have daily Zana maps, so it's harder to get access to maps and things like that. But oh well. Maybe this map will bring us Zana. No, could be possible. Never quite know. Whoa, something is sparking. Yo. Time van hide off. You are dead. Wait. Didn't. So we kind of mapped the outer edges of the map so far. Ooh, and in essence, we're starting to wonder, where are all the essences? Isn't this the Essence League? Well, that's been answered right here. Indeed, this is the Essence League, and there is an essence over there. Wonder, and the universe will just answer. Ooh, Screaming Essence of Misery. That looks like something I don't have yet. I think we are kind of full here. Have yourself a couple of these and then just, yeah. Oasis map, it's self-replenishing. Oh, you die, please. Okay, we'll give him the opportunity to all kill themselves. Ooh, unique blacksmith strongbox. Stay tuned, empty your pockets. Then we will be back. Because a unique chests are fun. Oh, they're something of a rarity, a true rarity. So it's always good to see them, see what they offer. And yeah, we are here, and then we go through. So from the looks of it, it might actually be a episode worth posting to YouTube, because this is not something that we encounter all that often. Deshret Storm. Let's clear things a little bit in an area around here before we crank up the difficulty. Okay, so contained items are fully linked, contain an additional socket, and they're animated. And contains 10 additional rare Marauder weapons. So we get rare, extra socket, fully linked items. So, and it's blacksmith strongbox, so I'm not sure if it might also contain armor. But no, getting a good 5 or 6 linked two-handed weapon is potentially very, very interesting. So let's recast our golem. Then set up our totems here. Then we hit and we run. Oh, and just summon the army of the damned. And then we start cursing things. There. There's a whole stack of animated weapons that drop on kill. I think that's it, isn't it? So that's a 2-link, that's a 4-link, 3-link, 3-link. Alright, so that turned out to be slightly less exciting than I'd expected. Ooh, that's a yeah, we can pick that up. Well, let's empty our pockets, pick those up, and then we go for the essence. Well, having a totem build means you can just plop down the totems, you can summon your army of the damned, and then you can get yourself out of harm's way, which, well, does have quite some value to it. And of course, a map like this, with all those mods, it does have the potential to drop interesting stuff. Just didn't quite do it right now. Do it like that, do it like that. Because here there's a 4-linked staff, lower level staff, and some more 4-links. Now, things like access, they can only go up to 3 links, so that's not really all that cool. But indeed, even the boots, they dropped fully linked. So there is potential if something would be like a 4-socketed armor that you get a 5-link this way. Also, we have double essences, that's nice. So, Screaming Essence of Misery, that was the entire original goal of this thing. Let's get the heck out of there. And get you to murder yourselves, pretty darn please. Okay, this is just dying. Yeah. Essence of Misery. That might be one of those maps only ones. It's pretty in purple. It's always good. Upgrade a normal web item to rare with 1 guaranteed property. So that's... yeah, it's the tier 5. Which is the highest they can drop. If you want it higher, then you actually need to get 3 and combine them. And this is casting speed, mana regen, maximum mana, chance of projectiles piercing on quivers, and some mana regen and flask mana regen. Okay. That's fair. Well, let's empty our pockets again because we are pretty fully loaded. And then we got 2 more, so it's more loot trips than usual, but well, we've been lucky in terms of loot drops. So. And then you'll see we'll get another submap or something, find a Zana somewhere. Well, it always happens on maps where you don't really have a lot of portals left. Just because. Wailing Essence of Contempt. This is, I think there's 4 stripes, so this is a tier 4. So let's just curse you, curse those. Thank you. Put a totem down. Good. We're still just running around the edges. We haven't even really touched the center of the map yet. So I might soon have to stop paying attention to rare drops and only focus on currency items. And other things that are more compact, more valuable. Oh, Necro Vigils. How I don't like them. Well, then again, I don't think anyone really likes Necro Vigils. Yeah. And the ones are all dead. The vigils disappear. Ooh, a gabble. Haven't really been finding those or collecting those, so that's good. Can sacrifice a couple of lower level maps to get some chisels. Shockwave Totem doing its job perfectly well, just pulling in the mobs and getting them incinerated. Also, let's get out of range of those Chaos Bonds. Oh, what was there? Maybe we should put something burnable next to it. Yes. Yeah, but the K is leveling up and we are full circle. Rather literally. So we then proceed to explore the inner workings of the map. Cannibalisms, of course, they behave like devouring totems. So we'll just trace the inner lines of the outer lines of the Oasis. That roughly tracks about 1 screen away. Seems to work reasonably well. And we see the corpses, so that's good. So as long as we just see the corpses on the edge of a screen, we know we're not double tracking things. Corrupted bloodlines. Interesting, we got 1 whole stack of corrupted blood. It's the totems that do the damage, so you would expect them to get them and not affect us. Okay, go there. Yeah, see, still more than 50 mobs remaining, so there is plenty more to kill, but from the looks of it, yeah, there's a couple of these things that kind of fall in between. But I'm having my doubts whether we'll actually find a master here. Oh, corrupt bloodline. Ooh, what a chance. Okay. 11 mobs remaining. Yeah, that's about 1 pack. 1 pack and they are gone. Oh look! 1 pack. 1 monster remaining. Nope, that one's gonna get away. Well, that was an interesting warm-up run. We got a unique Strongbox, that's not something you'll find all that often. Maybe 1, if you're lucky, maybe 2 in the league. That's my experience at least. Know about playing about half an hour to an hour every day. Maybe 1 or 2 in a league. So having found 1, I'm happy, and that's why you're seeing this video. Hope you enjoyed it. With that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll be able to show you a new map next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.